Mandatory evacuations ordered for Plaquemines Parish.
All right, good morning, everybody. Hope you're well. Just give me a second. I got quickly start something out. Okay, I think we have some lighting now, so should be all right. All right, so great. I'm just gonna let everybody else know that we are live, and then I would share this everywhere. So once again, just hold on a second. Do me a favor, guys. Invite everyone. You know, I have something amazing to share, and I think everyone needs to listen to this. This is a great opportunity for everyone to be a part of what it is that I am about to do, which is beneficial not only to everywhere, so people on my platform, but everyone else. And I'll just share this everywhere quickly, okay? So, good, just put that there. All right, so I'm just waiting. So do me a favor, like I said, I'm going to start in about 5 minutes, and I'm going to use that 5 minutes. I'm going to give you the opportunity to invite as many people as you know. Right now, you want to be inviting your friends that have just been made redundant. You want to be inviting your friends that have been struggling to look for work for a while. You want to be inviting your friends that basically feel they're in a dead-end job. You want to be inviting your friend who has been applying for work constantly and not been able to secure a job, no matter, and they're extremely skilled and they have a lot of experience. People have been calling me, KG, I have 10 years experience. Since January, I've not been able to secure a job. KG, I've been contracting for a while. My contract has just been cancelled. It's cancelled pre-COVID-19. And all of a sudden, I've not been able to secure anything since. And you realize that there's 5,000 people, 2,000 people to one particular job. It's basically crazy, and it looks as if companies are now recruiting internally, and they're extremely picky as well. They're not... They're extremely picky, you know, so they're asking for skill sets that really and truly you have to, it's almost like a miracle to be able to find people like that. But that's not true. There are people like that. There are people that have those skills. The problem is that you are probably not, you have not updated yourself. That's probably the problem, you know, so that's that. But what I want to do, I want you all to do me a favor and invite everybody you know to this session. I'm trying to post it as I'm talking to you as well. I'm trying to post it everywhere so that you can, everyone can be a part of it. Scrum Master Group, Product Owner Group, the SLH Product Team Group, the Digital Landlord Product Team, DL Product Team, CI Product Team, posting a CI Product Team, post it in Fast Track, everywhere I know, you know, post it in my mentoring group, post it everywhere, CPMP. I think I've done my bit now, so okay, good. So I think I've done my bit now, and every people on the call now. But once again, before I start, invite your friends. For what I'm about to say covers all of us. If your color of your skin looks like the color of my skin, you are in an extremely advantageous position. But unfortunately, the isolation mentality will not help you succeed. This has to be a collaborative thing. The Asians do it, the Jews do it, everybody else does it apart from us. We have been able to create a platform that have been in existence for over 15 years, and that platform has helped over 7,000 people secure high-paying roles, change our people's lives, and put people in a position where they can live in houses they never dreamed they could live in, buy cars they never thought they could drive, and send their kids to private school. I'm very proud of that. And I think that now is the time to capitalize on, we've been hiding what we've been doing for quite a while. What we do is we have a platform where people gain practical work experience. They get their hands dirty. They build they build experience building real life digital products that actually add value. Then they go out there and say they work for my company, and then they get a job and demonstrate that experience. But we have shied away from exposing what we do. We have shied away from letting people know that, hey, guess what? This is what the Black community is doing. And as a result of it, these are the many people that have secured jobs. And just in case you are looking for more people like this, this is where you should come to. We've stayed away from that for quite a long time. But little did we know that the Black Lives Matter movement would basically create an opportunity for us, especially in a time of deep recession. Now, as a result of that, like I said to you before, I need everybody to get on the phone, call somebody up, and be a part of what I'm about to share with you. It is absolutely critical. Now, first of all, I want to confirm you can actually hear me, because I've been carrying on without confirming you can hear me. So anyone on there, just let me know straight away. Can you hear me, so that I can easily continue? You have to type is I can hear you, okay? And then that way, it makes life easier. Now, everybody, let me just let everyone about securing your role. So I'm just letting people know. The thing about me is that my number one priority are my candidates, because they're the ones that are on the platform, especially my CPMP, my mentoring group. They're like my number one priority. So I always want to make sure that they are on the call. If they're on the call, then I know that, okay, I'm on the right track, because I'm speaking to people who are going to implement what it is that I teach, and then I will share the success stories. Now, we've been hearing lately, Marks and Spencer, let's go of X thousands of jobs. Carphone Warehouse shuts X amount of stores. Debenhams closes X amount of stores. You've been basically hearing about the retail high street, retail high street stores literally basically losing money and shutting down, going bankrupt. You've been hearing of this company and that company and that company, and how people are struggling. You've been hearing that now that follow is about to end, there will be millions of people that will be made redundant. So I think earlier this week, over 100,000 jobs are set to be axed, and people are beginning to feel the pinch. However, people are still being recruited. How do I know that? Because on my platform, at least on a weekly basis, 3 to 4 people will get a job. Once upon a time, it used to be 10 a week, 15 a week, and that was when the market was good. Now, while other people are not securing jobs, my candidates, 3 to 4, every week somebody's sharing a success story. Last week, someone secured a job as a process automation stroke UX designer. The jobs are no longer the kind of jobs that you are used to. The jobs have evolved because we are now living in a digital age where automation, digitization, artificial intelligence is what companies are using to take advantage, using to basically not only stay relevant in the market, but actually gain market share and retain their customer base and then expand. And you would find out that most of the companies that are doing extremely well are companies either within the health sector or companies within the digital space. So checkout.com literally tripled their revenue over the last over the last 8 months. You've heard of Amazon making record sales. You've heard of Netflix growing their subscriber base. You've heard of Zoom increasing their sales. You've heard of new startups overnight just taking over the industry and disrupting the entire market as a result of digitization. And one of the things that you are forgetting to realize is that these companies that are doing well are not doing well by themselves. They have a team of people that makes things happen. They have a team of experts that makes things happen. They have people that have the relevant digital skills in the digital space that we are in. I remember John Josiah when he came to the DBT Awards a few years in 2018, I think, because we didn't have an award last year, 2018, and he was talking about, John Josiah used to be a candidate on the platform, then became an employee in the company, and then moved on to secure his first project manager role, junior project manager role, and today he's head of products at either head of products or is in a senior position within product management at Amazon. And obviously the guy messages me, is really, really good. He just got married recently, and the guy is confident. He's comfortable in his role, and he's moving up the career ladder. Now, and that was because he was prepared. He made sure that he had the right skill in the right sector, so that he will not be a victim of the circumstances, but more a benefactor of it. So now, where am I going with all this? I don't need to beat about the bush anymore. I don't need to try and convince you about this or that anymore. I think common sense will tell everybody right now that if you don't have the right digital skills, if you don't have the right expertise in the digital age we live in today, then everything you are doing, no matter how much prayer you make, you are just wasting your time. I wrote something the other day about somebody was saying that, oh, we need more prayer. Well, this is to do in Nigeria. I said we need more prayer in Nigeria. I said, you know what, I'm going to be straightforward and frank with you. And obviously when I do that, people don't always like what I say. And I said, look, we've been praying in Nigeria for centuries. What results have we seen? How about we have enough prayers to last us for the next 20 years. So it's time to stop praying and start working. Because from what I understand, faith without works is dead. And from what I understand, people that don't pray have colonized us. People that don't pray have basically taken over our country. If you look at the average Chinese man compared to the average black man, one black man can beat off 5 Chinese men, but brain power is more powerful. You keep praying, let them keep using their brain. Yeah, and that is why they are basically entering your country and just taking whatever it is that they want, because brainless people are in power. It's just that plain and simple. So you know what? Enough building of churches, more free hospitals, enough tithing, more charities, enough spirituality, more research and development. Because the truth of the matter is, prayer without works is dead. And I think the same thing you need to do in terms of your career as well. It's very, very important. This is absolutely critical in regards to your career. Absolutely critical. You need to start using more of this. And you need to start looking into the future. Look at the present, look at the future. And then say to yourself, you know what? Where is the industry right now? Where are the trends? Where is the technology trends? I saw an interview the other day with Adeko guy. I saw an interview with the Chicago. I tend to listen to a lot of interviews with CEOs. And one thing they keep saying, we have a 10-year window. We have a 10-year window. In 10 years' time, basically, the oil market is already suffering. Gas is basically the main area, because even with charging of your car, because as we move towards electric cars, basically in Europe, the oil companies will have to look at developing nations now, because the West is moving towards renewable energy. If Joe Biden, I'm very much into the politics as well. If Joe Biden wins the election, he's going to basically divert resources, divert the country towards renewable energy. And if America sneezes, UK catches a cold. You get my point, and Europe follows as well. So you have to understand that we have a 10-year window. So my friends have been calling me in the oil industry, KG, you know what? Come, it's time to diversify, because this market is not looking as promising as it used to, you know. But the gas industry is still there, you know, because we still need gas. However, we have a 10-year window. So within that 10 years, what exactly are we going to do? Now, I keep telling people this. Look, if you are 40 years old, you have 10 years. If you are 30 years old, you have 10 years. If you are 20 years old, you have 10 years. No longer, oh, I have 25 years, I'm young, or I have 35 years. No, you have 10 years, because in exactly 10 years, automation, if you're not working right next to a robot, or it's either you're working very closely with a robot, with an AI driven robotic process automation mechanism that basically helps you do your job. It's either you're working closely with that robot, or you are being replaced by it. Because companies have come to realize, especially in this COVID-19 period, digital transformation COVID-19, the pandemic has accelerated companies' digital transformation initiatives. They have now come to see the value of remote working. They've come to see the value of cloud infrastructure. They've come to see the value of e-commerce, online sales. They've come to see, that's why checkout.com tripled their sales. They've come to see the value of artificial intelligence and AI chatbots, replacing customer service, replacing sales, replacing finance, replacing a lot of things, because whatever can be, listen, you can automate a lot of things. A lot of repetitive manual processes can be automated. But when you bring artificial intelligence into it, you can now start automating things and automating decision making. So in 10 years time, where on earth do you think you're going to be if that is the focus area for a lot of companies? You've got to think ahead. So someone like me, for example, I'm already diversifying. And I'm diversifying knowing that, guess what? Let's just say, because I can run a training company all I want, if there are no jobs in the market, my training company is useless. My work experience company is useless. And I know that in 10 years' time, a lot of jobs would, basically, the stat says that about 60% to 70% of jobs that exist today will no longer exist in 10 years' time. So I don't need to add 2 and 3 together to understand that I don't have a business in 10 years' time. So I've got to divest, I've got to evolve, and I've got to give myself a 5-year window to get it right and a 5-year window to capitalize on it, so that in the period where there is no more work available for everybody, I have money working for me rather than me working for money. That is how I'm thinking. And that is the same thing that I'm trying to share with you. And once again, get your friends on this call, listen to what it is that I'm explaining to you, because the truth of the matter is this. You may not like how I talk, you may not like the things I say, but the truth of the matter is 15 years of saying the things I say and them coming true, and 7,000 people securing jobs to date must add some weight. There must be some level of wisdom and insight in there that is changing lives. And I'm about to do it again, and I need you guys to listen. Once again, invite people to listen to this session. People who call in late, make sure they listen to it again. My candidates, make sure you're listening to this session. It's absolutely critical, because it's going to drive every decision I make going forward, starting from tonight in today's product portfolio meeting. So you can see where my thinking is going, right? Now, let us come back to you, because at the end of the day, this is about you. So, we know right now that we are in a deep recession. We know right now that there's about 1,000 people to one job. We also know that companies are investing a great deal in the digital transformation initiatives, and they are accelerating the process, because they know that if they don't, they will basically be disrupted and they will be out of business. They know this. And as a result of that, we know for a fact that companies are going to be focusing on recruiting people who work in who understand the digital space and understand how to create solutions using digital technology. You need to move from being somebody who is looking for work. You see, there's an old saying: don't employ people looking for work. There is a reason they are unemployed. It is a horrible thing to say, but it makes a lot of sense. Why? Because if they are really that good, they will have been snapped up already. So the person that's unemployed, and that is why you would always find, that's why you hear the word headhunting. Let us headhunt somebody from this company. Because people, and that is happening a lot now. That somebody was saying that, oh, you will find out that they advertise the job, but they've already taken some. Listen, it's all about headhunting now. It's all about who is solving a problem here from our competitor, so we can hire that person to come and solve our problem. Because we don't have time going out to go and look for somebody who doesn't know anything and then put us in the same position that we are in. Now, that is something you need to keep in mind. And I want you to take that in mind. So if you are looking for work and you are not a solution to a particular problem, like for example now, if I today will look for work, I will position myself as a digital solution provider with strong expertise in using consumer messaging apps to create digital products that customers actually want to use and drive revenue for businesses. I know exactly how to position myself, or I will position myself as a data-driven digital marketing expert that can basically not only help reach, acquire, but also retain customers and drive growth. I have so many things that I understand the technology, and I understand the problem, and I understand the solution, and I've spent so much time doing it that if I were to go out and look for work, I will position myself as a solutions provider. I am not an employee. I am a solutions provider. I am a digital solutions provider. And that is what you need to start positioning yourself as. Oh, I am a business analyst. My friend, go and look at the job specification. You will realize, like for example, Nifesimi, who does your intensive training sessions on Saturday, she's the one that actually secured the process and automation, the UX and process automation role. It's a BA role. It's actually a business analyst role, but they now need people with specific skills. Automation is a big deal, so they're looking for somebody with robotic process automation. And because it's all about delivering the best user experience, the best customer experience, they're looking for somebody with UX experience. It's a BA role, but they have rephrased it in a way that it is allocated, it is focused on solving a problem. And that's the problem a lot of people are having. They're seeing job certifications that they can't recognize. It is still the BA role. It is still the Scrum Master role. It is still the Product Owner role. It is still the Business Intelligence role. So for example, you will see roles like Social Intelligence Analyst or Data Research Analyst. You'll be like, that is really and truly is a digital marketing. Basically, companies are now looking for comb-shaped employees. Comb-shaped like a comb. See my hand, like a comb. So you have generalist skills and multiple specialist skills. And that is why you look at the job certification and they are looking for people with multiple skills. You're looking at all the skill sets and you're thinking, how on earth can someone have this? No, someone has it. The only problem is you've been treating yourself like an employee while somebody has been treating themselves as a solutions provider. The only problem is somebody took their time to understand digital technology and the value it adds while you just wanted to get your training, your qualification and blag your way into a job. That is the only difference. And the truth of the matter is you continue like this and you will find yourself a little folding of hand, a little slumber here and there, and poverty will hit you like a bandit. It is a fact. It is not a curse. So you need to sit down and be realistic with yourself. Go and understand the industry trends. Go and understand technology trends. Understand the problems in the industry. Understand how technology is being used to solve that solutions. Start reading case studies of companies. You found out that, Amazon made X amount of sales. Go and read the case study about it. You found out that Netflix increased their subscriber base by... Go and read the case study about it. Understanding the underlying technology that drove it. Understand how companies are using digital transformation to drive solutions. Go and start reading articles from Gartner, reports from Gartner, McKinsey, KPMG, and all of these places. Start to have a level of understanding. You need to be business savvy, you need to be tech savvy, you need to be customer centric, you need to be data driven, you need to be product driven. All these things are absolutely critical right now in the digital age that we're living in. So the first and foremost is you are not an employee looking for work. You are a solutions provider. And you have the qualification to back up what it is that you're saying. You have the experience, and this is the advantage everybody has. Take my word on this. Because a lot of the technology is new age technology. We call them innovation accelerators. Yeah? New technology is innovation accelerators. They accelerate innovation. And they enable us to gain a competitive advantage in the industry that we're in. So, because of that, you will find that having just 6 months experience, especially within this COVID-19 period, if you were on our platform, that's why I told people, look, get on my platform before the pandemic ends. Those that got on the platform are now preparing to start applying for work, and some have been getting jobs. So if you are joining us now, it is a bit late, but it's not too late. But let me continue. One thing you would then realize very, very quickly is when you position yourself as a solutions provider, when you put yourself in a position where you understand technology and the value it adds and the problem it solves, when you understand that when it comes to business, there are 3 things you focus on. operational efficiency, business model, customer experience. And you understand the technology that addresses each of these three areas and the problems it faces through experience, then you can go into a company and talk about the value you added. I did something for my mentoring group the other day. I asked them, I sent an interview question to them and I gave them the answer for it. And I'll just quickly share that with you guys, because that's what that happens in the mentoring session. And the question that was asked of them was, where is this thing? 1 second. Just bear with me. Okay, there you go. So the question that was asked of them was, what value would you say you have added to DBT as a business analyst, a product owner, or product manager? An employee would say things that everybody else, the problem about the rat race, the problem about being average is that there's too much competition, there's too much traffic. Everyone's trying to be average. So everybody will give the average thing. I'm a hard worker, I am committed, I am focused, I am this. They will all give that rubbish answer, and they'll wonder why they didn't get the job. And then I gave my team the answer. And I said to them, I gave them a typical example based on the work that the project they're working on. And I said, I joined DBT to help drive the digital transformation initiative for its clients across board, and Shortlet Homes was one of my clients. The company's vision was to create a home away from home through shortletting or fully serviced 5-star luxury home. Our objective was not only to be listed on all vocational channels, but optimized for search findability on all major search engines with key presence on Google, taking advantage of Google Maps, Google Hotel Listings, and Google Search. To keep it short, we had to reach digitally savvy, upward mobile consumers who accounted for 100% of our bookings. And then I talked about the solution that the person added, and I talked about listing the KPIs, what the KPIs were, and how we basically did not only meet the KPIs but went over it. And the value that you added basically was encouraging everyone to be data-driven and extremely customer-centric, rather than focusing on what is the next feature, coming up with ideas and building the next feature. And if you hadn't been data-driven and customer-centric, we would have been a victim of the pandemic, the lockdown, but instead, we actually saw our occupancy went up 90% from 75% compared to the rest of the industry that basically had a 0% occupancy rate during the pandemic. That is the answer to that question. And what was the question again? What value would you say you added to DBT as a BA, product owner, or PM? That is you positioning yourself as a solutions provider. That is you positioning yourself as a problem solver. That is you establishing value on yourself compared to the average person that will say, I am motivated, I am highly committed. Oh, give me anything, I will sort it out. No, my friend, there's a difference between you who is talking and you who is making sense. It's just that plain and simple. And once you understand this, then you start to position yourself and you start to know, you stop wasting your time. Time is the only commodity you can't get a refund on. Stop wasting it. What you do with your time today will determine your earning power tomorrow. Stop wasting it. Stop trying to be a scrum master today, a product owner tomorrow, a BA next week, a business intelligence analyst the following week, and then after a while, you are confused. Start understanding what problem the industry is facing, what are the skill sets you need to have and combine to deliver a solution, and gain the experience in that area and position yourself as a solutions provider. Case closed. Why? Because you are living in an age where there is a deep recession, where Brexit is going to come and be the icing on the cake and be the catalyst that would accelerate the whole digital experience of basically companies now focusing on automating and digitizing as much as they want, and basically telling you they're laying off 2,000 people, they're laying off 5,000 people, they're laying off 6,000 people. And you don't want to be a victim of that. You want to be a benefactor of that. So, where do we go after you understand that you are positioning yourself as a solutions provider? It is plain and simple. We then work together. Sorry, let me just tell the people to stop typing. At that point, we work together. Now, what does that mean? Now, it's very, very important. 1 second, please. 1 second. I need to get this person to not call me. 1 second, please. Sorry, let me just tell this people to stop typing. stop typing. All right, good. So hopefully just leave me alone for now. All right. So now, where am I going next? This is where we're going to make a bold move. I think those of you on the platform knew that I think about 1:20 a.m. yesterday, I took a walk. I took a 1 hour walk. Why? Because every time I make a major decision, I get on my knees and pray. Me, I'm a big fan of prayer, but I also understand common sense. So I got on my knees and prayed, and then I took a long walk. And a long walk is a time for me to think, reflect, and hopefully hear from God, and then strategize as well. Commit my plans to God and hope that it works. Well, no, it works. And thank God all the strategies we put in place, not one has failed. And then it came to me. We've got over 7,000 people in the industry. I've written thousands of references. I know at least 1,000 people work at the NHS, because NHS is the biggest employer of our candidates. I know at least 20 to 30% of our success stories work within the financial sector. So we are already known in the industry. All of a sudden, the Black Lives Matter thing comes up and companies are investing a great deal to recruit more black people. And we have a platform where we have been helping black people succeed and basically secure high-paying roles within the digital space. And these people have been adding value in the industry for years. We've had award nights. We've had DBT award nights. So we've had DBT award nights, and where we've shared the success stories of people. We've partnered with the Digital Marketing Institute. They've come to come and give people awards. We've created a certification, a partnership with the Digital Marketing Institute called the Certified Product Management and Digital Marketing Professional Certification, which is a dual certification approved by them. And that is basically the skill set that companies are looking for right now. So why are we not making noise about it? Why are we not capitalizing on it? Why am I not on LinkedIn telling companies that, look, I know things are hard right now. I know that you're finding it hard to recruit people. I know that there's not a lot of money available. But do you know what? I have over 6,000, over 7,000 people who come together and create innovative products using new age technology. They understand how to use data to drive decision making. Isn't that what you want? They understand how to be they understand how to be customer centric and data driven. They understand that digital marketing drives product development. They understand how to bring the value of digital marketing, product management, and business intelligence to be able to produce working products that customers actually want to use. They also understand the value of being part of and creating an agile product delivery team. Over 1,000 of our candidates are certified Scrum Masters and certified product owners and certified product management and marketing professionals. You can check their certifications, and here are the products they are working on. By the way, did you know that while Airbnb was letting go of people and all bookings were at 0%, we created a product that generated 90% occupancy rate and zero cancellations? Did you know that we have basically broken into an emerging market by digitizing the real estate industry and making it affordable for everybody, every Tom, Dick, and Harry to buy into real estate by creating a real estate crowdfunding and trading platform? Do you know that actually over the last 15 years, we've created a collaborative platform that companies are now saying that, oh, we are no longer taking people from university. People are beginning to say there's no need to go to university. You need to have experience now. We've created an e-work experience platform for the last 15 years that has resulted in the 7,000 jobs. By the way, you guys are probably recruiting or employing one of our candidates. So why don't you come and see what we are doing? If you're looking for employees, why don't you just log in and basically look at what they are doing with data. Look at what they are doing as Scrum Masters. Look at what they are doing as product owners. Look at what they are doing as business intelligence analysts. Look at what they are doing as portfolio managers, program managers, who actually understand skilled agile and not just the Scrum framework. Come and see. Let us invite them to our product portfolio meeting. Let us invite them to our project meetings. Let them see. Let us invite them to our road shows where you guys are demonstrating the use of AI chatbots and building chatbots. Let them understand the value of conversational commerce and conversational analytics. Let them understand how consumer messaging apps is driving product development, digital product development. Let them come and see how we are the general of the future, how we are the Joseph of our times. And let us start showcasing that on LinkedIn together. Let people start, so rather than we showing off our data on our platform, let us remove, anonymize what we can anonymize and show them value. And you can start contributing, you can start updating, and we are getting these people to see us. We no longer need to be ashamed. Why? Because they say they want to recruit more black people anyway. We no longer need to feel sad about the fact that, oh, there are only black people in that company. We don't want people to think that, why is there only black people? It's okay now. And they need people like you. UK has a digital skill gap. The digital skill gap is minimum 43%. 43% of the UK population don't have the right digital skills to compete in the digital age. And here is you working on new age technology, working on innovation accelerators. You are qualified. You are certified. And we don't have a community where we are showcasing that. And that is where I am going. And I think that is a bold move. And there will be fear among you. And that fear is a poverty mentality, is an isolation mentality. It is a curse. And that is why on our own, we've not been able to achieve much. And what would that fear be? Oh, people are going to think that, oh, there's so many black people there. Oh, they're not. No, stop. Stop. Why? Because, number one, they want to recruit more black people. Number two, in this age that we're living in, the color of your skin does not matter if you can make money. The only one thing that matters right now is money. And if the companies can see the value you add, nobody gives a damn about the color of your skin. Yes, you have to be better than the counterpart, but you have to establish value. And this color of your skin does not matter. So, if you have a community of highly skilled people that are playing around with data and driving some crazy decision making, showing evidence, showing case studies, people will be shocked, people will be surprised, they'll be wowed, they'll be amazed. But we have history. We have 15 years of history, of success stories, of many of our candidates in the industry. Thousands of companies have sent reference requests to DBT. So they know who we are. And now come and see what we are doing. And we open ourselves up. And then we say, by the way, if you're looking for someone right now, we are available. You have this problem, we can solve it. And that is the way that a lot of you will be able to secure roles together. On your own, you are in isolation. One will chase 1,000, 2 will chase 10,000. When many of you are coming together, brainstorming together, collaborating together, people, and they can see the value you're adding, people don't have a problem exploring that opportunity. And that is going to be the basis of what we do going forward. Now, thank God we're about to round up e-commerce and we're moving towards conversational commerce. I want to build your expertise in conversational commerce. Why? Because at least you have something that is a competitive advantage over everybody else. Most people don't know what the heck it is, except major movers and shakers in the industry. Using AI chatbots to create digital products to basically improve the sales experience, improve the customer service experience. That is a big deal right now. And integrating e-commerce into it to establish conversational commerce. I want us to start positioning ourselves as solution providers and position ourselves as people that are creating really awesome products that companies will look at and say, actually, that's a bloody good idea. And, oh, and they've been following what we've been doing. So we're going to be posting our case studies. They've been following what we've been doing. And then as a result of that, when you're applying for work, they see it. They're like, oh, okay. Oh, you worked in that period. Oh, Black Lives Matter. Oh, case closed. It's a strategy. It requires planning, but it will work. And why will it work? Because we're starting with the end in mind. Because we understand that if we can position ourselves as solutions providers and have evidence, record of achievement, and take advantage of people finally recognizing that the Black people must move up the career ladder, then you have something in your hand. And I don't understand why we won't capitalize on it. And I don't understand why we won't do it together. And this is probably going to be a test of who we really are. Are we going to sit and hate on each other? Or are we going to come together and say, this is a bloody good idea, let us make it happen because it benefits all of us? Are you going to have that isolation mentality as I'm going to want to do it on my own? Or are you going to say that we are stronger together? That there is your choice. But I will tell you something, like I have said consistently and I've shown consistently. You will either be a spectator and tell people about, oh, I was there when he said it, and look at it today. Or you will be a collaborator, a player, and share a success story like people do. Just like when we started Digital Landlords and people laughed at us. Today, people are calling us from all over the world. Oh, they've seen the record of achievement. Now they want to be a part of it. Same thing with when I first started Career Insights 15 years ago. People literally laughed at me. Today, I see some of those people that laughed at me on the platform. You don't have to care about what somebody thinks with their lack of understanding. You cannot take somebody's lack of understanding as an opinion. You have to focus on the vision and bring it to light. The truth of the matter is every one of us right now are living in somebody's realized dream. The ability for me to talk to you and you guys to listen to me is someone that came up with the idea, and that is a reality. The chair I'm sitting on, the clock on that wall, the TV, it was a dream. And I guarantee you many people discourage them. But you are living in their dream, which has become a reality. And we can make this work. Okay, so in preparation for tonight's product portfolio meeting, there's going to be a survey that's going to be sent out. Everybody needs to fill it out. For those of you that are on the platform, everyone needs to fill that out. Why do you need to fill it out? You need to fill it out because I need to know exactly, or we need to know exactly where you are and how we can help you. So questions like, when did you join us? Is it before COVID-19, during COVID-19, after COVID-19, just about to join? Why is this important? It is absolutely critical. Because, number one, if you joined before COVID-19, why don't you have a job? We need to address that. If you joined during COVID-19, you should be preparing to apply for work. If you have joined after the lockdown, then we need to make sure that you know exactly where you're going. If you're just about to join, we don't want you coming to waste your time. How would you describe your stage on the platform? Are you just getting your head around things? Are you giving up? Are you getting your hands dirty and making progress? Are you ready to start applying? Are you ready to start applying with mentoring? What's your focus area? Scrum Master, PMO Analyst, Product Manager, which involve product management, which involves BA, Product Owner, Product Management, Business Intelligence, or you're not sure, or a combination of all. What's your timeline in terms of getting your success story? Are you on the CPMP program so we can know what level of expertise you have? Do you have the product owner certification? Do you have the product owner certification? Are you more focused on PMO? Have you done e-commerce? Have you done AI chatbot? These questions are very important to us because when we analyze the data and visualize it, we can now start positioning people. I believe that we need to now move towards we've been doing a lot of collaborative learning. We now need to have a focused individual learning. Now, what do I mean by that? If we can get the answers to these questions, then we can start dealing with people on an individual basis, okay? Which I think would really, really help a lot of people, okay? So that's why you need to attend that session. So what I will do is, I think a lot of you are, I will open this session up for everybody. So I'm going to post it in the comment area right now. so that you guys can also attend, because we want to open it up. Now, one thing, so if you look at the comment area, I've posted it there, you can actually register. Now, one thing we are doing, which is very important, with everything I've said, there's going to be a bit of charity work that we are going to do. Now, I did this in April, and it was a complete success for us. It was supposed to be a period where we would suffer financially as a company, but we did for a month. But the following month, we did extremely well. And I've come to that, every single time without fail, the art of giving. We've been told that, giving, the giving thing works. Even for you to be able to harvest, you have to first give the land a seed. So you must always give. And we made a decision to give the platform totally free to everybody. Obviously, not everything, but give you a head start. And that made a difference. And I've seen a lot of people secure jobs, and we've also seen a lot of people preparing to start applying for work. And also people have paid for other services, which is good. And I think if I'm saying all these things, there should be some level of charitable act on our end. And what we are looking at doing, and it's a big risk, but I've come to realize that sometimes, like somebody was telling me the other day, say, KG, you know what? People love when you have sessions and you really inspire and motivate them. Listening to recorded sessions, people don't like that. They just love the live sessions is what really empowers. Some people just need to hear one thing you say and then they go. Or people will need to attend Oludari's prayer sessions, or attend Oludari's mentoring session, or attend Carolina's session. They need the live session. The live sessions are what matters, KG. So these recorded sessions are great. We can go back and reflect on it, but those live sessions make a difference. And you've stopped doing them free. And the truth of the matter is, I have people that basically all they need is to get motivated. I'm like, why should I motivate you to succeed? I don't understand. You need to listen to a live session of me in order for you to decide to succeed. Are you okay? But I stopped and I thought, you know what, KJ, everybody's on different levels. Everybody is on different levels. And some people just need direction. Some people need guidance. Some people need a push. So stop judging people and help. And that's what we're going to do. So I don't want to say what we are going to do, because I don't want you to hold me to it, because we've not finalized it. And if I say it, then all of a sudden everybody will say, KG said this. That's what you always tell my staff. KG said this. So I would hold that thought. But I would say that we're going to allow you to be able to start free to some level, to help as many people as possible. Okay? That, just bear that in mind. But what that will be, we would start to showcase it very soon. So keep an eye on our page. But attend the product portfolio meeting tonight. I've sent it to you. It's normally exclusively for us alone, but you can all join so you can see what is happening. Okay? And so that you can be aware of what it is that we're about to do. And I really hope that everything I have said has made an impact, has touched a nerve, has put you in a position where you are thinking to yourself, I've got to be a part of this. And here's something I want to let you know. You hear me say this a lot. The general who knows the future cannot lose the war. But the general who creates the future has already won the war. To elaborate on that, if you know that artificial intelligence is going to be the next big thing, it is the next gold mine, you know the future. So if artificial intelligence is going to be taking jobs, basically in 10 years it will take jobs, why don't I be the person who's building that artificial intelligence so that I can make enough money? Because there will not be a lot of people that can do it, but the people that can do it will make a lot of money that they will no longer need to look for work in that 10 years. The general who knows the future has already won the war. I cannot lose the war. But then there is the general who creates the future has already won the war. Why don't you position yourself as a solutions provider? Why don't you, somebody shared a video today. Wealth has always been created because people solve problems. I've always been shocked when people say God will take away your problem. Are you mad? If God takes away your problem, then you are poor. You can't understand that. Some people can't understand that. Zoom is successful because it solved a problem. If God took away the problem, Zoom will not be successful. Amazon is successful because it solved a problem. Everyone was able to shop online as a result of the pandemic. If God took away the problem, Amazon will not be successful. Netflix is successful because they solved a problem. God, bring problems my way, but when you do bring it my way, please make me the solution provider to it. That's simple. So, you got to position yourself as solution providers. Don't just have the expertise, have wisdom. Wisdom is knowing what to do when other people don't know what to do. That's what positions you as a solution provider. That's what gives you the edge to ask for 100, 200, 500 pounds more on top of the 500 pounds they are paying. Because you've got to look at the return on investment to the company compared to the cost of the problem you are solving. You've got to start learning how to leverage how much you demand based on the value that you are adding. If what I am going to do is going to increase your revenue 400% and take you from 50 million to 120 million, then I don't think paying me 500 pounds a day is, I think if I pay me 500 pounds a day is too much. I want you to increase my salary to 800 pounds a day. I'm doing this for the next 6 months, right? But look at the revenue you're going to get. And I am a solutions provider. I know exactly how to solve this thing. You need to learn to start negotiating because you are the solution to the problem. And that is the general who creates the future cannot lose the war. So it has already won the war because you are the one that's now creating the solution. And you have to be the Joseph of your time. You must be the Joseph of your time. We all read the story of Joseph in the Bible, right? About how he had a dream. He was that dreamer and he was able to interpret dreams. He had wisdom. He had foresight. No hindsight, foresight. And as a result of that, he went from being a slave to a prisoner to basically practically a king. Not entirely a king, but like the ambassador or whatever of Egypt, or the custodian of all the food. And that's Joseph. So you got to be the Joseph of your times. You've got to be aware of what is going to happen. But not just be aware of what is going to happen, but understand the solution to that problem. That's very, very important. And I'm going to leave you with these last two things. The difference between people who are successful at what they do and the people who are unsuccessful at what they do is what they do with their time and what they invest with that time. Time is the only commodity you cannot get a refund on. If you have that mindset, you start to realize that you don't have much time. Then, time, what you do with your time will determine your earning power tomorrow. And that is why we must always make decisions based on value, based on opportunity, based on what we see, not based on cost. How can you cost your time based on your circumstance? It's a curse. You must cost your time based on value, based on opportunity. And that's what defines and decides where you invest your money and your time. And if you can have that mindset, listen to all the things I've said, everything starts to change. Everything starts to change. And I hope that the little I have given has made some level of difference. And I hope that the little I've given has ignited something in you to inspire you, motivate you, and put you in a position where you are not giving up. Enough is enough in terms of the situation you are in, and it is up to you to collaboratively work with people like you, like minds. Iron sharpens iron. When footmen start to run with horsemen, in order to keep up, the footman needs to get a horse. I say this to people all the time. I have a good friend who is, my friends tell me, they say, they don't understand how me and Akin are friends. We fight. I'm always threatening lawsuits. He's always threatening lawsuits. We're always shouting at each other. But we are studying each other. We are watching each other. We are learning from each other. And if not because, I say this openly, if not because of hacking, there is no digital landlord. There is no short-let homes. Yet, me and him are fighting every single day. Yeah, we fight, we have our differences, but I respect him. We fight, we have our differences. I value him. We fight, we have our differences. But to me, he is the horseman. I am the footman. And in order to keep up, I associate myself to get a horse. I ain't got time to envy. I ain't got time to hate. That's a poverty mentality. I have time to learn. I have time to associate, even if I fight you. Same thing we need to do. Collaborate. Iron sharpens iron. We are stronger together. Even if when the weak associates themselves with the strong, and the strong collaboratively holds on, takes the weak as strong, as part of them, everybody becomes strong. I hope that you will see this as an opportunity for all of us to succeed together, not in isolation. And I'll see you all tonight at 8 p.m. God bless. Bye-bye. I posted the meeting in the comment area. I'll post it again. And hopefully, we are all in this together. God bless you.